Hi students, welcome to NSR IIT and NEET Academy. This is the third session of Circle for Senior Inter students. So in this session also we are going to discuss some more concept of circles. So our next concept is the length of the intercept made by the circle S equal to 0 lies on x-axis is 2 into under root of g square minus c. G square minus c. So here we have to find the length of intercept. So the intercept lies on x-axis, So any point lies on x-axis, y coordinate 0, So this is, take it as a1 and this is a2. So this is intercept, a1 a2 intercept lies on x-axis. So take it as this is x1 comma 0 and this is x2 comma 0. Why? Because y coordinate is 0, this a1 a2 lies on x-axis. Now the distance between a1 a2 is mod x2 minus x1. Why I am writing here mod? Because the distance always positive. So the distance between a1 a2 is mod x2 minus x1. So now we have to find mod x2 minus x1 value. So this is the length of a1 a2. So here the length of intercept made by the circle S equal to 0 lies on x-axis. So this is S equal to 0 circle. Consider circle equation. X square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0. Take it as equation number 1. Now intercept made by the circle lies on x-axis. So here intercept lies on x-axis, y coordinate is 0. Then equation 1 become, so y coordinate 0 means y 0, then equation 1 become x square, so here y square value 0, 2gx and 2fy value 0, so plus c equal to 0. So take it as equation number 2. So equation 2 in the form of quadratic equation with x terms. Equation 2 represent a quadratic equation in terms of x. So equation 2 represents a quadratic equation in terms of x. Now the intercept points is here x1 comma 0, x2 0. Now here we have two roots of this equation. Now consider, let x1 comma x2 are roots of equation 2. Why here taking x1 x2? So the points are in the form of x1 0 x2 0. So that's why I am here taking x1 x2 are roots of equation 2. So the quadratic equation we have two roots, we have two conditions, sum of the roots and product of the roots. Sum of the roots x1 plus x2 is equal to minus b by a, that is minus 2g by 1 minus 2g. Now x1 x2 is equal to c by a, that is c by 1 c. Now we have to find here x2 minus x1. So here we have x1 plus x2 and x1 x2. So we have a formula of a minus b whole square in terms of a plus b whole square. Now x2 minus x1 whole square is equal to x2 plus x1 whole square minus 4x1 x2. So this is a minus b whole square is equal to a plus b whole square minus 4ab. So here a is x2, b is x1. Now write x2 minus x1 whole square is equal to x2 plus x1 value minus 2g and minus 4 into x1 x2 value c. Now minus 2g square is equal to 4g square minus 4c. Now take it as common 4, we get g square minus c. So this is x2 minus x1 whole square value. Now write x2 minus x1 mod is equal to, so we get here square root, so root 4 value 2 and square root of g square minus c. So this is length of intercept made by the circle s equal to 0 lies on x axis is 2 into under root of g square minus c. So you remember this one. And similarly, the length of intercept made by the circle s equal to 0 lies on y axis. Now is equal to mod y2 minus y1. So it is intercept lies on y axis is equal to 2 into under root of f square minus c. So this is length of intercept made by x axis and this is length of intercept made by y axis. So you remember these two formulas. One is 2 into under root of g square minus c and another one is 2 into under root of f square minus c. Next a1 and a2 are coincide, circle touches x axis, then we get the condition is g square equal to c. Means, so this is intercept made by x axis, that is a1 a2. If a1 a2 come together, means a1 a2 coincide. If a1 a2 come together, the circle moving upside. Now a1 a2 coincide, then circle become like this. It touches x axis. Now here get a1 a2. Observe the diagram. Observe the diagram here carefully. This is intercept made by x axis. So here we get length of intercept. So next one is a1 a2 are coincide, means a1 a2 come together. Now circle moving upside, it touches x axis. Now a1 a2 come together, means a1 a2 coincide, then circle touches x axis. Now here a1 a2 distance is mod x2 minus x1. After coincide a1 a2, the distance is 0. So already you know that a1 a2 is equal to 2 into under root of g square minus c, that is mod x2 minus x1 value. Now a1 a2 are coincide. a1 a2 are coincide, then a1 a2 distance is equal to 0, that is 2 into under root of g square minus c, value become 0. Now to move the side, 0 by 2 is 0, that is root g square minus c equal to 0. Now squaring on both sides, root get cancelled, again we get 0, that is g square minus c equal to 0. Now c move this side, we get g square is equal to c. Similarly b1 b2 coincide and circle touches y axis, that is b1 b2. So this is y axis. Now intercept made by y axis is, so b1 b2 equal to 2 into under root of f square minus c. Now b1 b2 coincide. Now b1 b2 coincide, then the distance is equal to 0, that is 2 into under root of f square minus g equal to 0. So to move that side, we get f square minus c equal to 0, f square minus c equal to 0 and f square is equal to c. So if a1 a2 coincide, we get g square equal to c, and b1 b2 coincide, then circle touches y axis, f square is equal to c. If circle touches both x axis and y axis, if circle touches both x axis and y axis, then we get G square is equal to F square is equal to C. So this is a condition for circle touches x axis, y axis and both axis. If circle touches x axis, G square equal to C. If circle touches y axis, F square equal to C. If circle touches both x and y, we get G square is equal to F square is equal to C. So next one, circle properties. So we have three properties of circles. So these properties are very important. We are using 7 marks. So S equal to 0, S dash equal to 0 are two circles. So first condition is if C1 C2 is less than mod R1 minus R2. Observe the diagram. C1 C2, this is mod R1 minus R2, next C1 C2, R1 plus R2 and C1 C2. Why here apply mod means the distance is okay na. So R1 R2 distance always positive, so that's why write here mod. So first condition is C1 C2 is less than mod R1 minus R2. See the condition property. If two circles cannot touch and one circle inside the other, this is the first property. If C1 C2 less than mod R1 minus R2, what is the property? Two circles cannot touch. One circle inside other circle. So this is the first condition. Next C1 C2 move here. Now C1 C2 move here. C1 C2 is equal to mod R1 minus R2. So this is the second condition. If C1 C2 is less than one circle inside the other, okay na, and these two circles cannot touch. If C1 C2 is equating to mod R1 minus R2, one circle touch another circle internally. So here two circles touch at one point internally. So this is second property. Next third one. Next C1 C2 move to here. If C1 C2 value is between mod R1 minus R2 and R1 plus R2. C1 C2 value is less than mod R1 minus R2 less than C1 C2 is less than R1 plus R2. Means C1 C2 value is between mod R1 minus R2 and R1 plus R2. So at that time two circles intersect at two different points. So third condition is if mod R1 minus R2 less than C1 C2 less than R1 plus R2, then two circles intersect at two different points. Two circles intersect at two different points. So this is third property. Next fourth one. Next C1 C2 move to R1 plus R2. That is if C1 C2 is equal to R1 plus R2, now two circles touch at one point externally. This is internal touch and this is external touch. Okay now. So two circles touch at one point externally. Next fifth one. Next C1 C2 move here. So C1 C2 value is greater than R1 plus R2. So finally is C1 C2 is greater than R1 plus R2. or R1 plus R2 is less than C1 C2, both are same. So C1 C2 is greater than R1 plus R2, two circles cannot touch and one circle outside the other. In first property, inside, one circle inside other, next last one circle outside. First it is inside, next touch at one point, next intersect at 2 point, next touch at 1 point externally, next the circle going outside. So C1 C2 is greater than R1 plus R2, two circles cannot touch, two circles cannot touch and one circle outside, one circle outside the other circle. So these are the 5 circle properties. So these 5 properties are very important. So by using these properties we can solve 7 marks questions. So you remember the conditions, C1 C2 is less than mod R1 minus R2, two circles cannot touch and one circle inside other. If C1 C2 is equal to mod R1 minus R2, two circles touch at 1 point internally. Next third one, mod R1 minus R2 less than C1 C2 less than R1 plus R2, two circles intersect at 2 different points. Next fourth one, if C1 C2 is equal to R1 plus R2, two circles touch at 1 point externally. Next in fifth point, C1 C2 is greater than R1 plus R2, two circles cannot touch and one circle outside the other circle. Next one, common tangent. If S equal to 0, S dash equal to 0 are two circles. S equal to 0, S dash equal to 0 are two circles then tangent touches two circles, tangent touches two circles is called common tangent, common tangent. Suppose we have two circles, this is S equal to 0 and S dash equal to 0. If tangent touches these two circles, so this is S equal to 0 and this one is S dash equal to 0. This is a tangent of both circles. If tangent touches two circles, then the tangent is called common tangent. So we have two types of common tangent and also we have common tangent equation. Common tangent equation. If we have S equal to 0 and S dash equal to 0 two circles, then common tangent of equation is S minus S dash equal to 0. S minus S dash equal to 0. So here common tangents are two types. Common tangents are two types. So first one is direct common tangent. Direct common tangent. So direct common tangent means a tangent touches the circle at the same side. A tangent touches the circle at same side. Then the tangent is called direct common tangent. It is a common tangent and also direct common tangent. So direct common tangent means a tangent touches the circle at a same side. So a tangent here touches same side. This is left side and right side. So if tangent touches two circles same side, then the tangents are called direct common tangents. Next we have transverse common tangent. This is second one. Transverse common tangent. So direct common tangent means a tangent touches the circles at the same side. Transverse common tangent is reverse. tangent touches the circle at different sides, means suppose this is s equal to 0, s dash equal to 0. If tangent touches the circles like this, one is left and another one is right, and here also one is left and right. So the tangent touches the circle at different sides is called transverse common tangent. So this is direct common tangent and this one is transverse common tangent. So common tangent means tangent touches the circle at tangent touches two circles, then that is called common tangent. We have two types of common tangents, one is direct and another one is transverse. So direct common tangent means tangent touches the circle at same side, transverse means tangent touches the circle at different sides. So next one, external center of similitude. So external center of similitude means suppose s equal to 0 and s dash equal to 0 are two circles. So here we can draw two direct common tangents. So external center of similitude, if s equal to 0 and s dash equal to 0 are two circles, the intersection point of direct common tangents the intersection point of direct common tangents is called external center of similitude. It is denoted by E. External start with E, so it is also denoted with capital E. So E is external center of similitude. So external center, it is form external of circles. So how to form? It is intersection point of direct common tangents. This is one direct common tangent and this is also direct common tangent. So the radius of this circle is R1 and the radius of this circle is R2. Now center of this circle is C1 and center of this circle is C2. Now E divides C1 C2. So here we have one condition. So this is very important condition. So E is external center of similitude. So E divides C1 C2. E divides C1 C2 in the ratio R1 is to R2 externally. R1 is to R2 externally. So this is the condition of external center of similitude. So what is the definition of external center of similitude? The intersection point of direct common tangents is called external center of similitude. It is denoted by E. So in this E divides C1 C2 in the ratio R1 is to R2 externally. Next we have another one is internal center of similitude. Internal center of similitude. Internal center of similitude. So internal center of similitude means the intersection point of transverse common tangent. So this is one transverse common tangent and this is also one transverse common tangent. So the intersection point of transverse common tangent is called internal center of similitude. It is denoted by capital I. Now the center of this circle is C1 and this is C2 and the radius of this circle is R1, this is R2. Now here condition is I divides C1 C2 in the ratio R1 is to R2 internally. R1 is to R2 internally. So this is the condition. So internal center of similitude means I, external center of similitude means E. So external means it is a intersection point of direct common tangent. Internal center of similitude means it is a intersection point of transverse common tangents. Next, how to find number of common tangent. Number of common tangents. So here given if S equal to 0 and H dash equal to 0 are two circles. So in question also given two circle, find the number of common tangents. How to find? So we have 5 properties. So first one is C1 C2 is less than mod R1 minus R2. Means two circles cannot touch one circle inside other. So this is the diagram. So here we don't have any common tangents. So here number of common tangents. So number of common tangents is 0. Next, second property is C1 C2 equal to mod R1 minus R2. Now two circles touch at one point internally. Now we have one common tangent, that is direct common tangent. So number of common tangents equal to 1. Next, third one, C1 C2 is less than mod R1 minus R2. So here mod R1 minus R2 less than C1 C2 less than R1 plus R2. Two circles intersect at two different points. Now we have two direct common tangents. So number of common tangents equal to 2. Next, fourth one, C1 C2 is equal to R1 plus R2. Now two circles intersect, two circles touch at one point externally. Now we have two direct common tangents and one transverse common tangent. So number of common tangents is equal to 3. Next, fifth one, C1 C2 is greater than R1 plus R2. Now two circles cannot touch. Now we have two direct common tangent and two transverse common tangents. So number of common tangents is equal to 4. So you know the conditions, you can easily write number of common tangent. In first condition, number of common tangents 0. In second condition 1. Third condition 2. In fourth condition, number of common tangents is 3. In fifth condition, number of common tangents is equal to 4. So these are common tangents and these are the definition of external center of similitude and internal center of similitude.